Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today's video is based upon a presentation. Basically, the topic is cybersecurity. And I hope that if you're in a college, you can get a chance to present a presentation. You can opt for this topic. It's a good topic. And if you have, that if you got this topic, and so you can go for it. And if you would like the video, please, if you like and enjoy the video, please like it and subscribe. And you can skip the introduction part if you don't want, and I will give the timestamp down there, and just go for it. Thank you.
Have you ever come across some tips like keep your software up to date, use antivirus protection and firewall, and use strong passwords and use a password manager tool, use two-factor or multi-factor authentication system? I'm pretty sure that you would have heard about these kind of tips. But the major question arises is that why I am asking to you that these kind of questions. So because my topic is related to this only, so I have given you the glimpse of my topic of presentation of the topic of my presentation. So let me introduce myself. My name is Shikhar Bhani and I am from Uttarakhand. Currently, I am living in Dehradun. And talking about my academics, I did my schooling from CBSE board. I have procured first division throughout my academics. And currently, I am pursuing BTech Computer Science from Graphicera Hill University. Talking about my extracurricular activities, I have participated in many debate competitions, inter as well as intra, and in inter school song competition and many more, science exhibitions and many more, and have won some handful prizes and certificates along with that. And talking about my hobbies, I love to code and love to think some concepts and logics, and also to dive into some physics stuff. Talking about my strengths, I can create a healthy environment around me, and I also back my problem solving abilities. And I am, and I love to teach something in which I'm good at. I can teach it, in a very well manner. Yeah, so let's come to the topic. I'm probably sure that you would have heard the word cybersecurity once in your life, definitely. Yeah, but I'm also pretty sure that you do not have a pretty much knowledge about it. Yeah. So there is my rule. So it is basically that if you are ever learning a new concept or topic, put two questions like why and what. That Why cybersecurity and what is cybersecurity. So basically, put two questions. So you can see in your screen that what and why. So what is cybersecurity and why is cybersecurity so important to us? So let's understand. Let's discuss and understand that what is this word called as cybersecurity. So, cybersecurity is the practice of defending computers, servers, or mobile devices, electronic systems, networks, and data from malicious attacks. It is basically a practice of defending servers, mobiles, and electronic systems from malicious attacks. We would discuss these malicious attacks further in details. And why cybersecurity? Cybersecurity protects the data and integrity of computing assets belonging to or connecting to an organization network. So basically, from the why cybersecurity is needed, the conclusion from the statement is that it protects our data. It protects our data from what we can evaluate in the first definition, that it protects us from those malicious attacks. So basically, cybersecurity protects the data, but from what? So the answer is cyber attackers or cyber attack or malicious attacks. So, but what type of data it is that it is so important to us? That you would, sorry, that you will be hearing these days that data is the new money, like these kind of you would have heard about this. So what is so it is important to understand that what is data. So data are a set of values of qualitative or quantitative variables about one or more persons or objects. It basically includes both personal and organization data. So now, this a word, there is cyber attackers or cyber attack, we probably say. So what is the meaning of this? So if we divide it into word by word and understand their meaning, cyber, it gives us a sense that it is something to be done online. Like for example, why we do go to cyber cafe? We just go to the cyber cafe and ask from for a online any image or anything that we have to download it from internet. So it's basically representing but online, something online stuff. Okay. And now the second word, attackers or attack, basically for another example, like cybersecurity is protecting us from these cyber attackers. So example, police is protecting us from thieves and their malicious activities. So basically, who are cyber attackers? Some online thieves. Got my point? So they we call them thieves in normal language. So they would be a word for them in some, it is digital. So another word would have used for them. So it's basically our term is the known for them. It is hackers. Yeah, the fancy word comes into the play. Hackers. You must have heard about this word. I'm pretty much sure about this. A hacker is a person who's intensely interested in the mysterious working of any operating system, and hackers are most often programmers. So basically, let me tell an interesting thing about hackers, that hackers are capable of stealing your data. I was asking that protect but from what? So basically hackers. The answer was hackers. And a question arises here that I am using the word capable of, that they are capable of, not instead of using that they are, they are stealing your data usually. I'm using the word capable of. So answer to this question is in my next segment. Types of hackers. There are three types of hackers: white hat hacker, black hat hacker, and gray hat hacker. So white hat hacker are who work for the government organizations by performing penetration testing. Basically, it is done for testing and identifying loopholes in the cybersecurity. Basically, what white hat hackers do is that they perform testing for the government. Government hire them for testing and finding the loopholes. And now, basically, why do the test? Because some other hacker or might enter into their computer system and do some, mischievous stuff. So, who do that mischievous stuff? Yes, that is black hat hackers. So they are often called crackers. Obviously, the black hat hackers can gain the unauthorized access to your system and destroy your vital data. So there are illegal basically. Gray hat hackers. Yeah, gray hat hackers fall somewhere in the category between white hat and black hat hackers. They are also not legally authorized, but they are somewhere in the middle. Like a path going towards white hat hackers, a path going towards black hat hackers. So there is a middle path that is for gray hat hackers. They can do some white hat hacker things also and some black hat hacker things also. And basically don't take it as they are wearing a black hat or white hat or gray hat. It is not like that, it's just their names. So I would now like you to relate to some movies. You definitely would have seen a movie in which some nation like China, let's take the example, they are attacking some other nation via viruses, computer viruses, or seeking into their computer systems, servers, and other devices. Yes, that is what is called as a cyber warfare. So basically, cyber warfare is an internet-based conflict that involves the penetration of computer systems and networks of other nations. These attackers have the resources and expertise to launch massive internet-based attacks against other nations to cause damage or disrupt services such as shutting down a power grid, The main purpose of cyber warfare is to gain advantage over adversaries, whether they are nations or competitors. So basically, cyber warfare is also a cyber attack done from nation done by a nation to another nation or a competitor to another competitor. So there are types of cyber attacks, in which they can attack. So it is important for you to know what are these types. So cyber attacks are classified into basically two categories. That is web-based attacks and system-based attacks. So these web-based attacks, these are the attacks which occur on a website or web applications. Types of these web-based attacks are, that those which occur only in a particular website or in a particular application you are using. Types of web-based attacks are injection attacks, session attacks, phishing, brute force. Okay. Now let's jump to the system-based attacks, and these are the attacks intended to compromise a computer or a computer network. So types of system-based attacks are, you would have definitely heard about virus, worm, Trojan horse. So these are basically the system-based attacks: virus, worm, Trojan horse, backdoors, and bots. These are done in the category of system-based attacks. So let's move to protecting data and privacy. That is the four most important thing. And let's start with the personal data. We have discussed that there are two types of data: personal data and organization data. So just start with the personal data. So how can we protect our personal data? Use and there's a guidelines for you. Use and maintain antivirus software and a firewall. So because they protect you against virus and Trojan horses that may steal or modify your own computer. It's they are modifying your own computer without you knowing. So it's really a dangerous thing. Regularly scan your computer for spyware, yeah, because they may affect the performance of your computer. Keep software up to date. Yes, this is something crucial. Install software patches so that attackers cannot take advantage of the known problems or bugs. There are some vulnerabilities that are known to some hackers, so keep updating your software. Evaluate your software settings. There are some settings of your software that attackers may take of advantage. So evaluate your software settings time to time. Avoid using software programs unused. That There are plenty of we have just clutter our computer with some unnecessary software sometimes, so don't do that. And consider creating separate user accounts for different users, because someone may accidentally can access, modify, or delete your files that may be harmful to you. Yeah. And establish guidelines for computer use, yeah, especially for children. Use password and encrypt your sensitive files. Yeah, passwords and other security features add layers of protection if used appropriately. Yeah. And now we move to the organization data, how we can protect. So a firewall basically protects organization data from the word firewall itself. It tells us that there is a wall which protects from fire. So basically, it's like that only. But the fire here is fire which is dangerous for devices. That is viruses, worms, and other cyber attacks. So a firewall is a wall, a partition that is designed to prevent fire from spreading one part of the building to another. It is like that. Firewall is a wall or partition that is designed to prevent viruses or etc. malicious things from spreading from one computer to another. It's like that, through a network. So behavior approach to cybersecurity, that there are a number of ways in organization cyber attack can take place. There are the number of not there are two ways only, that there is a botnet and a net flow. So what is a botnet? A botnet is a group of bots basically connected through the internet, which is controlled by some malicious individual. A bot computer is typically infected by visiting a website, opening an email attachment, or opening an infected media file. And NetFlow technology used to gather information about data flowing through the network. It shows you who and what devices are in your network, as well as when and how users and devices access your network. So NetFlow is an important component in the behavior-based detection and analysis. So it now future in cybersecurity. So there is a good future in cybersecurity. So you can also look into some future, look your future into the cybersecurity. Depending upon your interest in cybersecurity, different types of jobs can be available to you, and they can require different specialized skill sets and certifications. For example, a penetration tester, or basically an ethical hacker, also known as ethical hacker, which searches, exploits security vulnerabilities in applications, networks, and systems. Government hired them, so you can go for it. To become a penetration tester, you will need to gain an experience in other IT jobs such as security administrator, network administrator, and system administrator. Each one of these jobs require its own skill set, and that will help you to become a valuable asset to an organization. So that's it for my presentation, and thank you not for you. Thank you.